Alright, hey guys, it's me Tony here. I'm gonna be showing you a tutorial on how to use Twixtor. I know you guys seen this a lot because there are a lot of Twixtor tutorials out there. But what people like don't ever mention in their tutorials is that Twixtor matters a lot, like when like the type of game it is. And for instance, everyone that does a Twixtor tutorial has done Call of Duty. It's always Call of Duty. Oh, if you want to learn Twixtor, use Call of Duty. And when they tell you to use like 59.94 frames per second, which I'll explain later, that's because Call of Duty is a 60 frame per second game. So, and people like in the GAL community that I'm mainly in now, they Gears of War isn't 60 frames per second. I figured this out because one of my a guy that I know, Destined, you guys probably heard of him. He told me because I kept having this issue where if I'll do it right now. Actually, matter of fact. And for any of you guys, while this is loading up, for any of you guys that haven't subbed to me, please, it means a lot if you guys do, and also like this video. I'm just saying I made that background. It's ugly, but I did it, and I'm pretty satisfied. I don't do GFX very often. That's why I felt pretty happy. And if I'm talking too low, that's because I'm doing this video at night, and I don't want to be too loud, and I'm really, really tired also. I'm doing this for CS5, but this works with CS4 too. Doesn't really matter. I think Twixtor 4 point, or yeah, 4.5. I don't really remember. I'll find out right now. But first things first, I'll grab the clip that Psycho sent me. Let me grab that real fast. I think I'll use blanky. No, I didn't. Okay. Let's toss that in here. Gonna throw it on the clip. It might look a little bad quality because I always use quarter when I'm previewing my stuff, because full usually doesn't render the whole video because I guess my processor or something. I don't want to get too technical because I could be wrong and I don't want to be like corrected and then people would call me dumb. But I just prefer to use quarter. But crop out your video, whatever, like that. Now what we do, make sure your composition is a little bit more. Let's change this to, you know what, hold on, let me cancel. Let's make it a minute long. So then, okay, I think I made that like an hour long. I'm not even sure. No, I made it a minute. Okay. And remember, go to your composition settings, and this is all depending on what game you're playing. I'm pretty sure Halo is 30 frames per second. Gears of War is 30 frames per second. And and Call of Duty is 60. Well, 59.94. For Gears, I usually stick around the range of 29. 29.97. Sorry, I'm trying to do this in dark. So yeah. So now we got that settled. So what we're gonna do is I want to show you guys the proper way on how to do this. Well, it's not really proper. It's more like the way I do it. So what we do is just Control and then Control C and then Control V after you click on your video. So then it'll make a copy. Basically just duplicate it. I'm just gonna choose any section he just gets a headshot at. Okay, so right here. Remember when you do this, try not to use Twixtor on like when he's diving. I'm just doing this as oh, you know what? I'll do it right here. because he doesn't move right here. Oh wow, what the? Okay. So, see, there's not as much movement like as if he was diving. See, that would be annoying. Okay, you see what I'm doing here? I make the bottom layer like the regular, just like just the section of where it's not happening at, and then this top layer, I'm gonna try to scoot it a little bit more up. Hold on, let me, like right there. That's a good amount. Make sure. This is where the Twixtor is gonna be into use, because if you add Twixtor onto this one, you're gonna, every time there's movement, it's gonna have like these little wiggly lines on the side. You don't really want that. You want your, like, where it's not happening, you want it to be smooth. So what we do, that's what this does. And so now we're gonna click layer. After clicking on the top one, click, well, it doesn't really matter, wherever the Twixtor is happening is what I mean by. Click layer, click enable time remapping. Once again, time, enable time remapping. And this is for when you want to stretch, like let's say you did Twixtor and you want more, like it to stretch out more, you can pull it out without any problem. I'm going to teach you, I'm going to tell you how to do that part too when it comes down to then go to layer again and then do frame blending, pixel motion. Bam. And then come here, you should see these little 3 film things right here. Enable frame blending. Okay, click that. You want that. And now basically it's just, what we're gonna do is go to your Twixtor. I usually do this one, the regular one. Now we're gonna open it up. Actually, I'll do it through. No, I'll do it because most people edit like this, so I'll do it like this. Alright, first things first, make sure your input right here is depending on what game you're using. You can search it up on the internet, like, oh, how many frames per second is Gears of War, how many frames is Halo, how many frames is whatever you're doing, like how many frames is Counter-Strike, whatever. Just search it up and then just put it in here, and so it fits your video or your game. After that, you don't really have to mess around with anything on track. Go to output. This is where it happens basically. Now what you want to do is, once you're gonna make a frame of 100. Oh, right here. After you get the headshot, or once you get the headshot, put a frame, and then go down about however, so probably about 3 to 5 frames, and then I preferably use, let me see, 1 as my speed, because it just makes it just like smooth enough that to my liking. I like it that way. You can go up to 3 and it'll still look nice. It just goes by a little bit quicker, obviously. Some people, it makes it a little better. It's not really required, but what you can do is, I don't know if I can make a good enough example for this. Let me see. I don't think you can see it on here. Yeah, usually people use Smart Blend. That it takes off like a little, like, for instance, when there's a lot of movement, you'll get like these like ugly little ripples on the side. It'll take them out. That's pretty much it for that. Like, that's the proper way to do it for basically. And if you want to like wrap it up, what you do is this. You'll just how can I explain this? Oh, okay. You want to copy and paste the video again. See, I just copied it again. The bottom one though. And what we're gonna do is basically try to find the part on where you want to stop it at. Like, okay, for instance. Alright, so what we're going to do is match, just line it up. I don't think it's lined up. Almost. Hold on. Yeah, you see? That's just about lined up. That you would see. And you just continue it on from there. So then it'll go by smoothly. See? Let me just... wait, let me do this. There you go. Okay, I'll do a little preview so you guys can see it. And it goes, as you can see, goes by smooth, and then it goes back into the regular video. That's my kind of I personally like to do that. And all this stuff is not the proper way, the right way, or anything like that. This is just how I do it. I'm sure there's editors out there that can disagree on the way I'm doing it or something. I'm just here to give a brief explanation on like how to do it, and without having to use Call of Duty as an example only. On the side, you know, just saying this, like, okay, let's say you want to throw magic bullet looks over it. I have friends that ask me on why, or like, where they're, oh, actually, yeah, if you throw a color correction in, like, let's just put that one in there that I made, if Twixtor is not above it, your color correction won't show. You see that? Disappears. So make sure Twixtor is always on top. Your color correction will show and the Twixtor will work. But if you do this, yeah, your Twixtor still works, but your color correction doesn't. It's pretty weird. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. And if you guys like this, like, kind of help, or like tutorials, please let me know. It helps a lot if you guys like, subscribe, and comment saying for more.